In this video, you're gonna learn how to promote a very high quality offer using Facebook ads. And this process is very involved. There's a lot of intricacies, right? Facebook ads is a fantastic platform. I have made lots of money over the years using Facebook ads. And so I'm gonna show you the right way of promoting it, the right way to pick an offer. And so you definitely wanna watch this video very carefully because there's a lot of little things, a lot of little details you're gonna miss if you're just gonna skip over a big part of the video, all right? So I'm going to show you step by step everything you need to know from offer selection to picking the offer to actually setting up the ad to actually going to Facebook, the whole structure, everything you need to know because Facebook ads is very, very tricky and they're extremely strict when it comes to CPA or affiliate marketing offers and things like that. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, so the first thing when it comes to Facebook ads, and this applies to Facebook ads pretty much more than anything, is picking the right offer, okay? And so the best kind of offers when it comes to Facebook ads are the offers that, they're a legitimate product, right? It could be access to a membership site. It could be access to a service that, teaches you how to do something, right? Like, learning site, educational, like Udemy or something like that. It could be a physical product. It could be anything that's legitimate, right? If I go and buy, a microphone such as this one, yeah, I can promote it on Facebook ads, no problem. Anything where it gives value, right? Where people are not making crazy claims. And so I was browsing some offers, and one of the offers that got my attention is this CleanMyMac Mac software. And I talked a little bit about this offer in some of the previous videos. But generally speaking, this is actually a tool I use myself. I have it installed right now on my MacBook right here. So I do use it. I do really like this piece of software. They have other software. This company creates a whole suite of software tools for the Mac that's really good, it's high quality. And so this tool, it's used all over the place. It's a high quality, it works, it cleans your Mac, it makes it it makes it faster, it optimizes it more. And so, but in order to promote it on Facebook, you have to be a little bit careful, right? You cannot just go out and direct link it. You cannot, do all these things. And I'm going to talk about that just in a little bit. And so before we go further, you really want to read through what the offer is about, right? You're getting $20 per lead. You can promote it on display, search, social, native, and mobile ads. So you cannot do email, contextual, and incentive, which is fine because we're using social, which is what Facebook has. Our status is approved. Campaign does not have a daily cap. Traffic allowed from all countries, right? So, it doesn't really matter, what is the demographic. As long as they can pay, you're going to get your commission. Network EPC is 33 cents. I call this an average, right? It's not on the low end. It's not on the high end. It's a good EPC. It's a good product. You can read the description. MacPost specializes in creating Mac software. This offer converts on a completed sale, okay? And, you might be actually best sellers include CleanMyMac 3. So I don't know. You might be actually getting a commission if they sell something else. You'll have to double check that. But it could be just for this CleanMyMac offer. You can build a tracking link, and we're going to be building our social tracking link here. We're going to click on raw link. We have one landing page. We have the link right here. And so you can kind of quickly look at the landing page. I always recommend looking at the landing page because you don't want to promote something that has a really, a low quality, a crappy landing page. And look at this landing page. It's high quality. It looks great. This is a great tool. I stand by it. I really like it. And so, it's a legit, has a good rating, things like that. System, it's actually, Catalina ready, which is the newest version of OS 10 operating system. So it's a good tool. They have a free download. They have a buy it now, things like that. And now when it comes to Facebook ads, right, here's the trickiest part, right? Because with Facebook ads, you cannot go out and promote things directly. Direct linking is not recommended, and it's a really easy way of getting your account, disabled, right? Your account banned. And that's because Facebook is not a big fan of affiliate products. If I had my own product, if I had a company that makes these tools, let's say this was my own software company, and I ran software companies before, and so if I want to promote my own software company, no problem, right? I can direct link all I want, all day, 24 hours a day. But this is not my own product, and Facebook knows it, right? Because I have an affiliate link. I don't have a direct link. They know this is an affiliate offer I'm promoting. And so direct linking is not recommended. Also, just, don't do it. You can do a landing page, but I don't really like landing pages for this offer because there's a lot better ways of promoting it. And so what I recommend is using this structure we have kind of two systems here in play, two funnels. This is the second one at the bottom is a more complicated one and has an email funnel. We don't need that. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to be promoting using this top funnel here. And look, you got to pay close attention to this. This is very important, right? We have Facebook here, right? This is Facebook. Somebody's browsing it. They are browsing their newsfeed. They're checking what their friends are doing, things like that. And they see the Facebook ad, and this is our ad. They click on the ad, they go to the website, and they go to an article on the website specifically, which is a top 10 product review or top 5 product review. And I'm going to show you some examples of that so you understand. And then they're going to click on the affiliate link inside the article, and we're going to get that commission, assuming if they buy. And that is the foolproof way of doing it. Like I said before, you can do it however you wish, but this is a foolproof way of doing it. And this is how I run my own campaigns from time to time. And this is how I recommend you doing it. All right, so let's take a look at an example of a website that you can possibly kind of mimic, right? So I basically Googled for 10 free or best Mac cleaning software. And I stumbled on this page, right? And this is actually top three, cleaning software. And this is actually the same company that's basically making the software products. So they're going to be a little bit biased, obviously. And they have links. And obviously they have one affiliate link. Well, actually, it's not even an affiliate link. It's their own link. And so, yeah, they're basically promoting 3 tools. The first one is theirs. And this is an idea of the kind of article, the kind of company, the kind of website you want to create. Now, this is not the best example because, you're not going to be creating kind of a company article, right? It's going to be mostly like a review site, right? So I found another, page that's a lot better. So this is Text Reviewer. And what you need to do is you need to basically create a similar website. It's going to be called like Mac Reviewer or Mac Tool Reviewer or Best Cleaning Tool Reviewer. And you're going to be focusing on basically Mac cleaning tools. Okay, so something like this. You're going to have a page like this. And it has Best Mac Cleaning Software in 2020. Okay, and if we scroll down, they have quick navigation. Here's CleanMyMac, CC Cleaner, and all of these are other tools, right? And what's interesting about this website is if you scroll down, right, you scroll down this review, CleanMyMac is available for free download here. And this is an affiliate link, right? So they could be using a Maxbounty affiliate link. They could be using, another network affiliate link for this offer, or, they could be just in a direct relationship. But regardless, this is an affiliate link. Now, if you scroll down, they're reviewing the third one. They don't really have any links to the third one, right? So CC Cleaner, nothing. This doctor, we're going to scroll down, nothing. Daisy this, nothing. And so, they're basically reviewing 10 app cleaning software, but the first one is they're basically linking it to the actual affiliate link. And that is because they want to focus on this offer, right? It's probably the most profitable one, or maybe it's even like the only software product that has the software. We don't know, but that is kind of what you want to be mimicking, right? This is textviewer.com/best Mac cleaning software. This is the URL. This is kind of what you want to be doing, right? And so something you have to understand is if I go to this website, there's not a hard sell element here. I'm getting value, right? I mean, look, yeah, I know they want me to go and sign up for this and get the commission and all that, but it's not that obvious, right? They're still, they have some screenshots. They're telling me a little bit about it, right? And another thing they could have improved, and basically they could have had a comparison table, the ones you see on Amazon, so I can quickly take a look why, CleanMyMac is the best. And so this is a nice web page, and this is the kind of site you need to create. It's going to be 5 articles, a couple of other comparisons thrown there. Then you're going to take this one page, and we're going to promote it on Facebook. And Facebook is going to be fine with it. Of course, Facebook is going to review your ad. They're going to go on this page. They're going to review your site. They're going to go, and they're going to see you basically have a standalone site that's value, right? The keyword is standalone, right? A landing page is not standalone. A landing page exists for the purpose of promoting on Facebook or somewhere else. This site stands alone. We don't technically need Facebook. It stands alone. This is why I really like this method. Like I said before, you're free to promote it any way you want, but this is the best one in my opinion. And so this is kind of what you want, right? There's, to review of 10. You don't need to review 10. You can review 5, but I would not go lower than that. You cannot review 1. Yeah, I mean, you can even like, yeah, technically you can do a review of that product, but I wouldn't do that, right? So what I would do is I would basically create something like this. And I would basically, the first part of the article, I would talk about a little bit about ways I can clean my Mac without buying these products, right? And this is going to make Facebook happy because we're delivering free value, right? The point is free value. You don't want to send somebody and immediately force them to buy and say, oh, okay, you have to buy this. No, tell them a little bit about some ways they can clean up, right? And you can find this information for free online. And then if they want a tool, they want an automated way of cleaning, they have 5 other tools they can pick from. And as it happens to be, just by coincidence, you're going to have the first tool is going to have the link to the affiliate program. That is kind of how you do it, right? So just to summarize, we have our Facebook ad, we have the website, and it's going to link directly to this product review. And at the first couple, maybe 3-4 paragraphs, it could be like basically instructions of them. Maybe they want to delete app, 5 ways to clean up your Mac, delete apps you're not using, back up your data to iCloud, right? Get a bigger, number 5 could be like get a bigger external hard drive or something like that, right? And that's free value. And then you can say, oh, by the way, if you're looking for an automated tool, we have 5 tools that will help you. And that's going to make Facebook happy, and that's going to make everybody happy. And that's kind of what you want, right? If they want to do it, manually, that's up to them. If they want the tools to do it, they can go and buy the tool, and they're going to be a lot more at ease in terms of buying the tool. Whereas if you're just kind of shoving it down their throat, which is what like 99% of like newbie affiliate marketers are doing, and it doesn't work, right? Spamming affiliate links doesn't really work. And so that is the strategy, right? Now you know what the strategy is all about. The next step is to create the ad in Facebook, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And I basically create my ads and a lot of other graphics in a tool called Canva. So what you want to do is you want to go to canva.com, you want to click on Facebook ad, you create a design, Facebook ad, you're going to do that. It's going to open up in another screen, and you basically have a lot of templates. Okay, you can do that. Now, I just randomly picked a template. I'm not going to... I'm not going to take too much time. I'm not really like a designer. I'm not like a very good designer or anything like that. And so we can try this template here. Slow Mac, read our guide on speeding it up, right? Something like that. Click here. We could have a button, something like this. And this is a graphic, right? Maybe you can have a picture of a Mac somewhere. Maybe it could be some kind of like a speed element, maybe like a fast car or something like that. You can send it to Fiverr, spend like $5-10, and they're going to make you a decent ad, at least better than something that I can do, right? So once you have the ad, we basically click download, we save it. So this is actually a premium image, right? So we're going to go back, and I'm going to basically try something else, right? That's not a premium image. So maybe something like this. That's not a premium image. At least I don't think this is a premium image. Okay, so read our guide. Let's try something else because this is not a good. How about something like this? Slow Mac, learn more. Perfect, right? At least this is good for this tutorial. We're gonna click on download. We're gonna download. It's gonna save this ad on our hard drives, and then we're gonna go into Facebook Ad Manager. I'm gonna show you exactly how to set up this campaign. All right. So here we are in our Ad Manager. First thing is we need to click Create. Okay. Once we do that, we're greeted by this kind of quick creation dialog box, and we're going to call this campaign C1, ads ADS1, ad set 1, add 1. We're going to save this to draft. And once we do that, we basically have kind of a skeleton campaign created, right? We have this campaign here, we have an ad set here, we have an ad here. And what we want to do is we want to actually go into the ad set, right? And the ad set is where you define the daily budget and the targeting, right? This is kind of the key. This is where you're trying to figure out where are the people that you want to reach and what kind of things they like, who are they, what are their interests, behaviors, physical characteristics, things like that. So we're going to set a daily budget of $10 just for testing. Always start the campaign the next day, right? So we're going to do this. We're going to start it the next day at midnight, local account time. We're going to be targeting US, right? Now, I know this campaign is fine with all over the world, but when you're just starting out, you want to start with United States because United States has the best traffic, at least for most of the campaigns, right? There's some exceptions, but that's kind of the rule for the most part, right? We're going to put United States here. Age, right? I like to start 25 plus. that's just kind of the thing. It's my experience. You can start with 18 plus if you'd like. I just know 25 plus, they have more money, they have better jobs, they have a better, economic situation, finances, and things like that. All right. So as we're, picking the country, the age, you're going to see the audience definition change, right? Right now it's 200 million people for this ad set. And that's a lot. That's way, way too much. We want somewhere from 1 to 5 million. So when you were targeting, a lot of times in detailed targeting, this is kind of the secret sauce. This is kind of the most important part, right? We're going to target both genders because right now we do not know which gender is going to like this offer the most. We don't have any information. And so when it comes to detailed targeting, right, we need to ask ourselves, what kind of people, what would be their interests? The kind of people that would be interested in this offer, okay? And so we're going to start by typing OSX, which is the name of the software. And so we have a size 162,000 and 113, and that's way too small, okay? So we're going to type something else. We're going to try Mac. And let's see, is there something else? No, it's also Macintosh, 77 million. MacBook is a good one, right? If we let's try MacBook. And seeing what else, 2.7 million. Okay, that's a possibility. Let's see what else we can do. What about Catalina? Let's see if we have something like that. No, Catalina is the name. How about Mac OS X? Okay, so now we have Facebook Access, Mac Sierra, and Facebook Access, Mac OS X. This is a behavior. This is different from interest. This is how people behave on Facebook. They're doing it certain things. They're doing it a certain way. Interest is one thing. Behaviors is something else. And this behavior is 14 million. And what this says is that people who primarily access Facebook using Mac OS X. This is an interesting one we can use. And so once I pick this, we have 4.2 million people. And for me, this is kind of the sweet spot. It's between 1 to 5 million. It's not too small that we're going to run through it very quickly. And it's not too large that Facebook is going to have problems finding the right people. And so I'm going to go with it, right? The beautiful thing about the software is that it's open to everybody, right? I mean, it's basically we want to target people that have a Mac because pretty much everybody who has a Mac could use that software, right? It's a universal utility, right? It's like, every house has electricity, right? It's like, you don't need to buy something specific, but you need to pay your electricity bill, right? It's the same thing because electricity is a form of utility, right? It's the same thing with this tool. You might not need like the latest and greatest like to-do app or something like that, but everybody needs a tool that's going to speed up their Mac, that's going to, delete some stale files and free up the hard drive space and things like that. It's a utility, and a utility it's very easy to target. And so what we're going to do is we're going to target behavior of people who log into Facebook using their OS X device. So this is like a MacBook, iMac, Mac Pro, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, all of these Mac tools, right? And obviously we're going to be targeting desktop audience, right? We don't really care about, basically we don't really care about people on their, mobile devices and things like that as well. All right, so we have OS X, right? We have that. We have 25 plus. We have all genders. We have targeting expansions. We don't really care about that. We have placements. Okay, so for placements, right? Let's look at manual placements, right? We don't want to do automatic placements. We want to target, right? Let's look at all devices, right? We want to only target desktop, right? And obviously, the thing about this is that, Facebook is gonna, Facebook knows, right? We're using a behavior that, basically people who primarily access Facebook using their OS X device. And this precludes, any kind of mobile devices, iPhone, Android, or anything like that. But still, to be on the safe side, we're going to pick devices desktop. And we are going to be basically focusing on newsfeed, okay? We're going to remove marketplace. We're going to remove right column. And we're going to scroll down. We're going to remove in-stream. And we're going to also, let's see, that's it. And that's all we have. All right, so what we're doing here is we're basically removing all the placements except the Facebook newsfeed, all right? So we have manual placements, we have desktop, and all we're basically left with is the Facebook newsfeed. And that's kind of a really good way to test new campaigns, right? Because the Facebook newsfeed is usually the one that's kind of the most profitable. And, other ones, they have their uses as well, but we're going to be focusing on that. All right, so now that we basically removed all the other placements, we see our audience definition went down as well. It's down to 2.7 million people, which is even kind of better, right? Before it was closer to 5 million, now it's in the middle, right? It's between 1 and 5 million, which is fine for us, okay? So the next thing that we want to do, once we have the ad set up, we want to go to the actual ad. And this is where we actually going to have the image. We're going to add, this is where we control the creative, right? How the entire ad is displayed. So before you can actually create the ad, we need to have a Facebook page, okay? I have a couple of Facebook pages. I'm not going to go out and basically create a new Facebook page. That is a very simple process. But what you really need to do is you need to ask yourself, what is the page going to be about? And we talked about creating a website, something like this tech reviewer, right? And so if you create a little website with 5 articles about, Mac apps, Mac review apps, you will have to create a page similar to that, because your domain is going to appear next to the page, next to that. They're all going to be together. And you want them all to be congruent with each other, right? And so what I would recommend, it could be like a Mac reviewer or Mac cleaning tools or Mac utilities. One of these things is what you call a Facebook page. It has to be one of these things. Utility apps, throw in the Mac in there, OS X in there, things like that, MacBook reviewer, whatever. It just needs to be something similar. Then once you have the page there, you can choose this page. You can create the ad. We're going to be using a single image or video. Scroll down. We're going to add the image of the ad that we created, and we can basically upload it here. We're going to click on upload. We're going to upload the slow Mac, and we have that. It's uploading right now, and it's exactly the right dimension. So we don't need to change it around. We don't need to crop it. We're going to click on continue. And we have the ad, right? So now we have the ad for the desktop. We only have one placement, which is the desktop, which is kind of what we care about, right? We don't want to display this on mobile because it's not really a mobile offer. This is a desktop app, okay? Primary text, right? And this is where you have to think about the angles, right? Like, why would somebody buy this app? And one easy way to think about the angles is to go back to the offer and actually go to the landing page, right? Because that's what they do, right? On the landing page is they're thinking about the angles all day, right? So if you go in here, your Mac is good as new. And this is what they created, right? I'm sure they tested this a lot. This is kind of what they went with, right? Meet your personal Mac genius, liberate your digital space. So here you go, liberate your digital space. Your Mac is good as new. So I guess one really good angle that I just thought about is something like looking to buy a new Mac, Don't. Use our guide to make your old Mac as good as new, as a new one. For me, that seems like a really nice angle because, I want to perhaps buy a new Mac, but if I can, use a tool that's going to clean it up for me, fix it up, remove some stale files, and my Mac is going to run very, very, very fast, then I don't really need to buy a new Mac, right? Looking to buy a new Mac, don't. Or I can have something like don't buy a new Mac. That could be, this is fine, right? Question always works because people want to answer it. And so slow Mac, read our guide and speeding up. Remember, we are advertising our guide, our free guide. We're not talking about, 10 tools or software. This is an informational ad, right? This is the key with Facebook, informational, right? When we're affiliates, it's all about informational content. And then we have a headline. You can have an optional. We have description also optional as well. And then we have a website URL. Now the website URL is going to be something like, you're going to have a site. We're going to copy and paste this website URL. And what do we have? It's basically going to pull up the title of the article and the description a little bit. And that's it. Best cleaning software, things like that. Now, our article name is not going to be best cleaning software. It's going to be like, 5 ways to speed up a Mac, where we're going to give them that free instructions, those free 5 ways. And then, if they want to automate it, we're going to have free, 5 tools, right? And that's where we're going to make our money. And that is the way you do it, right? This is the way you're going to get approved, learn more. And you have a lot of text on this ad. I just want to point that out. Facebook might not be cool with it. It might give you a warning. And so when you're creating the ad, you want to have as minimal minimal text as possible, right? As minimal amount of text as possible. So I would maybe even remove this this kind of middle headline and just change learn more to speed it up or something like that. And so you'll have to kind of play with it. And that's all we have to do. Obviously, set up your Facebook pixel. I'm not going to go into this in this video because it's going to take some time, but that is a very straightforward process to do that. And that's all you need to do. Now, the next thing you want to do is, this is something I always recommend. It's an optional step, but I recommend it. So I'm going to point that out for you as well in case you want to do it. Is I basically like to run multiple ad sets here, right? So, I typically like to run it from anywhere from 5 to 20 ad sets. Sometimes I have campaigns of 20 ad sets. And so what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this 4 times, okay? And we're going to modify the ad sets, we're going to modify the interests and behaviors in those ad sets, okay? So remember, we have this one ad set, the original ad set, and if we click edit, we're going to scroll down and we're going to see that the only thing we have is this behavior, right? So we're going to copy this, we're going to scroll up, we're going to modify the name of the ad set so that we know that this ad set has that one single behavior or interest. And then the same thing we need to do for the other ad sets. Now, I'm not going to do it for every one. I'm just going to do it for one more just to show you. And we cannot really use this. This is 2.7 million. Let's click on suggestions. Okay, so there you go, Max Sierra. Let's see. Let's basically remove this. And we're gonna have Max Sierra. It should be a little 1.9 million. That's fine. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna change the title here, the name of the ad set. And now we have 2 ad sets with a single interest inside each of these ad sets. And that's kind of how you want, because when you're running ads, you're optimizing. Facebook is gonna tell you which ad set is making money. They're not gonna tell you which interest. So the worst thing you can do is have one ad set with like 20 interests or behaviors and behaviors, because you're not going to know which of those interests or behaviors is actually making you money. And you might be spending a lot of money on some interests or behaviors, and the ones that are making you money are like you're not spending a lot of money on them, but they're making a lot of money, right? And so what you want to do is you want to have one single interest or behavior per ad set, and you want to just duplicate and have new ones, right? And so that's the same process you have to do. You just have to edit, scroll down, click on suggestions. You're going to see some new suggestions. Put the new suggestion, delete the old one, and then you can do that for the rest of the ad sets. And that's kind of all you have to do, right? That is really the way you want to do it. Now, I don't want to publish this campaign because we're going to be sending traffic to a random page, and Facebook should not have a problem with it because it's just a page. We're not promoting anything or anything like that. It's not direct linking. It's not landing pages or anything like that. This is the best way of promoting these specific offers on Facebook. All right, guys. So that is all I wanted to cover in this video. I wanted to show you the best way of promoting this software product and using the power of Facebook ads to do it. All right, so I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you've gotten some value from this video, smash that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you want to see future videos on these topics, making money online, Maxbounty, CPA Marketing, ClickBank, etc., subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell, and you're gonna get notified when a new video drops. All right, so once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.